Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Q&A Sunday. I'm Rich Dallas with Berkshire Hathaway, the Dallas-Fincham team, and on today's episode, we're going to tackle 3 more questions that we've been getting. 1, how do I make my furnace more efficient? 2, is all mold bad? And 3, this is the big one, what's going to happen to the housing market during the election? Okay, number 1, how do I make my furnace more efficient? This is a common question in the fall because everyone's starting to think, I'm going to turn off my AC, I'm going to turn on my furnace, and I want it to be as efficient as absolutely possible. This week at our team staff meeting, we had the privilege of having John from Mold Medics come, and he talked about one thing that I wasn't even really thinking about with furnace efficiency, and that's cleaning your air ducts. So that's number 1. That's one way to make your furnace more efficient. Number 2, always make sure you're changing that filter every couple of months. And number 3, have it serviced by an HVAC professional. I would say once a year, at least every other year. And if you need the name of someone to come over and do a furnace service for you, say that 5 times fast. I've got a perfect guy, Perry Heating and Air, wonderful. Shout out to Jeff and his crew over there. They can get you hooked up and get anything taken care of that you need for your HVAC system. Now, number 2, again, because the Mold Medics were at our staff meeting, we talked a lot about mold and what is mold and what's bad, what's not bad. And the question came up, is all mold bad? And the answer is actually no. It's not as bad as you think, and it's 99% of the time not a reason to leave a transaction. We can put you in contact with Mold Medics to give you a evaluation if you come across a house that has mold. But one of the things that came up that I think is a very common misconception, and that is all mold bad? The answer to that question is absolutely not. And then the other question that came out of that as we were talking is the best way to clean mold with bleach and water, because that's probably the most common home remedy for mold, and that is absolutely probably the worst thing you can do for mold, because bleach is 95% water, and water is one of the things that mold needs to grow. So once you clean it, it's going to look clean, but what you leave behind is a moist residue that is going to continue to allow that mold to grow. So not all mold is bad, and definitely don't clean it with bleach and water. Now, 3rd, this is the big question that we've been getting. I've had this conversation probably twice a day, every day for the past 3 weeks. And then prior to that, it was not as often, but it's definitely ramping up. What is the election going to do to the housing market? So nationally, these are national numbers, and I'm going to dial it into our Pittsburgh market here. So nationally, from October to November, every year, doesn't matter if there's an election or not, you do see a 10% drop in the housing market. So that means if we were to sell 100 homes in October, in November, you could expect to see 90 homes sold, 10% drop. In an election year, again, nationally, you can expect a 15% drop because people are focusing on the election, so they're not making moves. Whether or not it's one way or the other, it doesn't make a difference. That is the national average. So if you sold 100 homes in October, you would expect to sell 85 homes in November in an election year. Now, I dug in a little deeper to go into the Pittsburgh market where I am, and in Pittsburgh, typically the average, I looked at the past 10 years, and over the past 10 years, it is about a 6.5% drop from October to November. So if we were to sell 100 houses in October, in November, typically here in Pittsburgh, what would sell would be 94.5 houses. I'm not sure who's buying that half a house, but you know how averages work. Anyway, that is the way that the market is not going to nosedive. It doesn't matter if it goes right, goes left, doesn't make a difference who is being elected or not being elected. The market is the market, and right now is going to be a phenomenal time to buy or sell because the interest rates are still historically low. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, talk to us and we will walk you through everything between now and the end of the year and into 2021. If that's what your plan is, we have the marketing to get it done for you. And so that's my Q&A Sunday for today. Again, how to make my furnace more efficient. Clean that filter, clean those air ducts, and get it serviced. Do not use bleach to kill mold, and the election's not going to change much here in the Pittsburgh market. So don't be panicked. If you have any questions that are more specific, reach out to me, 412-965-6387. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. That would be awesome. Reach out to somebody on the team if you have a question or if you're looking to buy or sell. We will walk you through every step of the way. Look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great Sunday.